welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to get into the 5 dividend stocks for you to research. You should be checking out. Maybe you can find a good dividend stock within this list. And so this is the stocks for, or excuse me, these are the stocks for the month of December. So you know where we start at. We start right here on Yahoo Finance because it's simple, easy to read. So let's get right into it, guys. Now, before we start, be sure to like and subscribe. Stick around to this channel. On this channel, we like to talk about money, we like to talk about finance, we like to talk about anything regarding investing, and we like to talk about how you can succeed from no matter wherever you are, whether you have money or maybe you don't have a lot of money. So let's get it. All right, for the first one, guys, it's something that I've kind of mentioned before that's I've actually been holding for some time. I thought I'd share it with you guys today, and that is United Health. Now, if you know anything about healthcare, then you know United Health is a health provider. And so let's take a look and see what they actually have to offer here on their chart. Let's go take a look at the dividends. The dividends is normally pretty high. It's $1, $1.25, $1.08. Now, if you zoom out like we like to do and see how consistent they've been, then you're going to find out that they've been consistent in paying their dividend. Not only have they been consistent in paying their dividend, they have been a strong company, right? So you can see, we go back 5 years, it's just been constantly, continually going up. Now, typically, any healthcare companies, that's what you're going to see. Healthcare is one of those investments that a lot of people don't talk about, but they're great to have in your portfolio. One of the reasons is because it is inevitable. It's almost like investing in like your electric company. But you know, the thing with healthcare is because people use it so much, and because we live in a country in America where healthcare is kind of a cash cow, and you know, doctors are wealthy and healthcare providers, and there's billions and billions and billions of dollars going through the healthcare system every single year, and it's day in and day out. So healthcare providers are always a good company to invest in. So here's your first stock to take a look at, and that's United Health. Like I said, their dividend has been pretty solid. Like you can just go year after year and see the growth and just see how they've been growing and growing and growing. So even in the pandemic, the dividend has still been up because the cash flow is still good. All right, guys, so now we're going to get into our next one, and I'm sure you guys have heard of this one. And that is Proctor and Gamble, PG. All right. So for those who don't know what Procter and Gamble is, I think this is a good time for us to go take a look at, see what they're talking about. Because this is one of those things, like I tell you, for example, just right off the bat on the screen, you can see the companies that they have right off the bat. And their website's pretty cool. This is just me scrolling. So one of the things you can see with this company is you can go and see their brands. And like I said, anytime you're investing in a company, especially something like these, you can actually go and see everything that they offer. So if you have kids, like me and my wife do, like we have kids, we have 3 kids and got one on the way, then you can see, you know, Pampers and Loves and like those, that's baby care, right? So if you just keep scrolling, you're going to see a lot of different companies that you've heard of that's underneath this brand. Now, the great thing about these companies that you're seeing is underneath this brand is that they're companies that you use all the time, right? These are companies that we know, that we love. And I mean, so it just makes sense if you're someone looking for some good conservative growing stocks that people are using every single day. Companies like Procter and Gamble is an example. Last month I talked about J.M. Smucker, and you could see all the brands that they own. Because a lot of times we don't realize that a lot of these companies, they own multiple things. Look, I'm just scrolling and look at all the different companies that they own. You can come on their site and take a look for yourself, but you're just going to see endless amounts of stuff that some of you buy all the time, and you buy, you know, all at once, especially if you go grocery shopping and getting different products and things like that. And they have more products. So that's what they're about. So let's go back. So Procter and Gamble, good company, solid, good dividend. It's been consistent for some time now. So let's take a look at the chart. You know, like I like to do, I like to just blow out the chart so we can just kind of see what they've been doing. So you can see here, they're paying out 70 cents, 70 cents. Let's go to this set. Yep, about 80 cents. So they've been doing fairly good. as a whole, because like I said, these products, no matter if you're in a pandemic or not, people are always going to use them. So Procter and Gamble, be sure to do your research, check out these companies, but you can't go wrong with Procter and Gamble. It's just that simple. So, all right, let's get into another one, and that is the Southern Company. Now, this is an energy company. Most of you may not have heard of them, but they're an energy company. They're also a company that I have in my dividend portfolio. Man, I'm giving you guys some good stuff that I even invest in all the time. Now, you can actually go and take a look and learn more about them, on your own time. But I said they're an energy company that, just like any other energy company, but a dividend has been pretty good, pretty simple, pretty solid. So then, we can blow it out even more. You're just going to see nothing but consistency with this company. But for those of you who don't know about Southern, let's just go take a look. Let's go up here to the website. Let's see what they're talking about. Let's go to Google. All right. So let's see and learn a little bit more about them, just so you guys can kind of have more of a understanding of the company itself. So you can see here, electric utilities, natural gas. Here you go. You can see everything that's underneath their umbrella and what they do. And so what you'll see is that they're a pretty simple, solid company. And a lot of times people say, well, what if something like this goes out of business? Well, if something like this was to falter, of course, because of what it does, normally what happens is it would just get rolled into like another stock or whatever company's buying it out. Then you end up with owning that stock and stuff like that. But relatively, you don't have to worry about companies like these at all. All right, so let's go back. It's something that you guys already know, and that is 3M. 3M, M. Now, 3M is a relatively good company. This is another one where there's so many products and things that you use that you may not know. So I guess we need to go to their website too. Let's go back to Google. I really need to create a quick button for Google if I'm doing these things. But let's just take a look at 3M, because I use their products and I just finished using some of their products. They make a lot of products that we use all the time for home improvement, things like that. So abrasives, adhesives, protective personal equipment, home improvement, films, healthcare, automotive. They make products that we use, like for example, I just finished building like a workstation for my kids to put in our office, as well as I just built a desk. And one of the things I used with me building that was some wood glue. Well, the wood glue that I used was from 3M. So when you're buying products out of Lowe's, Home Depot, and different stores like that, like even like Advanced Auto Parts and things like that, some of those products are 3M products, and they make good products for the most part. So they've been a company that's been around for a while. Because of their product, people use this stuff every single day. And you can see that their dividend yield is pretty high. And so if we just zoom out, zoom in and look, you're just going to see nothing but consistency. So, and here we go. Their dividend, like I said, it's a really good one. It's a high company, high dividend paying company. And so always remember, guys, with these dividend stocks, our goal is to build some income, or to build, some compounding ish type of interest, basically investing in things that are putting our money to work. 3M, it's a popular dividend company. A lot of people that are really into dividends, they know about, and they also invest in as well. All right, so let's go to the last one, guys. So the last one is a little controversial, but I'm gonna talk about that too, and that's Altria. Now, if you don't know who Altria is a company that owns Philip Morris. Now, Altria is a company that they make smoke products and things like that, all that stuff. Now, they're also a company that, if most people don't know, haven't followed anything about Philip Morris or Altria Group, that they're also getting into the cannabis arena as well. So before I address the controversy, let's just take a look, because their dividend has been really good for a very long time. And where Altria is located, it's right in my city in Richmond, Virginia, and as well as Philip Morris. And a lot of people have worked at these companies, at these jobs, and they have retired early. and things like that. I have family members that have also worked there and they've done pretty good. So their stock has been, pretty good for it some time. At one point, it used to be just one company and then they split off. So you have Altria Group and Philip Morris. All right. Now, this is the last stock for the dividends for you to check out for this month. But let me address some controversy with this particular stock, because what a lot of people do is they call this a sin stock because they make cigarettes. All right. Well, here's the thing. In my favorite book, it says the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. So here's my thing, and I want you guys to understand and listen to this clear. So don't click off. Listen to this. Now, if you have a problem with investing or in a company like this, Philip Morris, where they make cigarette products and things like this, I need you to understand the same issues that you have with this. Well, what do you think McDonald's food is doing to most people? McDonald's food isn't healthy, but you support that. But if you're concerned about this, you also have to be concerned about that. Or what about alcohol companies? Companies that make alcoholic beverages, right? Well, people have passed away and died from alcoholism, drunk drivers, etc. Is that good? But nobody has a problem with buying that. Or let's look at the stock market as a whole, and let's be real. No matter who you're investing in, you don't know where your money is going, or like far as the type of people that are running these companies. Half these companies that you're investing in, the CEO and somebody that's running the company, it might be cheating around on their spouse, cheating around on their husband, cheating around on their wife. So you're investing in the company. Are you supporting that habit? Supporting them to go out here and do whatever they want to do? So all I'm simply saying is, look, whatever restrictions you have around stuff like this, understand your objective is to build wealth. No, it's not building wealth off of people dying and things like that. As I just stated, if you're going to be funny about this, you have to be funny about everything else. Like, all I'm saying is, like, sometimes we have these things around our head when it concerns, investing in different stipulations and all these different things, when our goal is to generate wealth. Our goal is not to be emotionally tied to any company unless it's ours. Our goal is to build wealth for our families. Our goal is not to necessarily be concerned about the CEO. Look at Amazon. Jeff Bezos left his wife for like a younger wife, right? So, I mean, you still investing in Amazon? So all I'm saying is this, is if you're going to be funny about this, you got to be funny about every single thing else. In the same instance, this is a good dividend paying stock. Now, I actually don't own any of this, but this is a good dividend paying stock. It is what it is. All right, guys. So I know y'all didn't want that rant, but I just wanted to be clear, because a lot of people sometimes have, a controversial statement, or feel like it's funny that you would even mention something like this, as far as investing in. So a lot of people don't necessarily invest in it. But anyways, guys, here are your 5 stocks for December for you to check out, do your own research, and see if you can find something that may be good for your dividend portfolio that will be able to help you make your money to make money. All right, guys, so I'll see you in the next video. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.